Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos. Today, sorry if you could hear my dog in the background. Today, I was feeling the pinky vibes, but now I'm kind of feeling some pinky burgundy vibes. So pretty much what my palette has here, I don't know, I was missing like pink like blushy tones and stuff like on the eyelid. I was dreaming about it the other night. And then fall's here, so those burgundies. And also I was just on Instagram DMing with my friend Patricia, and she was showing me her new like burgundy nails. I was like, oh, I needed me some burgundy. The palette that I wanted to use today actually is perfect. The Milani Pure Passions palette. I love, love, love this one. So it has like those pinks, some of those kind of more like coppery tones, but then we got like the deeper shades right there. So I love this palette so much, especially for like those pinks in there if you want to, but maybe the lip's gonna be a little bit burgundy. And I just wanted to kind of do my makeup, see if we can do it in less than an hour. I think we can. So we're just going to get with it. A little bit kind of chatty, a little bit tutorial. We're going to go in with my e.l.f. 16-hour Camel Concealer today. Going to try to keep this mostly affordable. Pretty much. Even like my kind of, not even high-end, like mid-range palette. But if you break it down, it's drugstore pricing pretty much. But pretty much affordable vibes today. When I was thinking of like the pinkiness that I was kind of feeling, I was like, dang, I should have gotten the Alamar Cosmetics Spanglish palette. I was planning on getting it at Target. Actually, I'm using the Alamar Cosmetics. This is my more mid-range product, but when you break it down, it's cheap. This is the Alamar Cosmetics, a Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. So I'm just going to use this to set my eyes. But this is what, like $34 for 3 shades. It's like 11 something a pan, which is still cheaper than some drugstore highlights and just individual bronzers even. So I don't even count this as high end. This is a deal, steals and a deals for a great quality product. I'm gonna need them to give me inserts here. Ooh, over here too, Soltera. Like I'm telling you, I freaking love this palette. Can you see? I'm just gonna have to buy a new one soon. But the Always Summer has been used for the summertime as I've been tanning. As you can see what color I am not and what color I am. But let's just go in and chat about some makeup with this Milani one. Like this one, I need some more palettes. These are my vibes. These are my colors. Pinks, copper tones, burgundies. I freaking love it. So let's see. I'm gonna go in with this guy right here in the center. And we're gonna go, this is also like a really great like wedding season palette, I feel like, for brides or bridesmaids. Like I feel like these, I just love pink tones because they just like, they're just so romantic. They're just so pretty. Honestly, this feels like the perfect palette also, I'm gonna say, for Libra season, because it is a Libra season. And you know, I am very partial to Gemini season. I do kind of love Leo season as well, as I do have a lot of Leo placements. It's just a fun loving time. But as I get more and more into astrology, I am learning to find just kind of, you know, the pros to like every season, every sign, and just kind of like understanding what each one kind of brings. And I think it's interesting to kind of think of the year as a whole and like per season what happened. Based off of what astrological season it was and what are like kind of like the events that occurred, which I think was interesting for like Gemini season was wild. Gemini season was wild, but I feel like it was interesting that kind of the whole Black Lives Matter movement really happened during that time, especially since that is Gemini season. Gemini is very big on communication, so it's just kind of like a spreading of information. So just looking at the rest of the months that kind of occur, and I feel like Virgo season was totally, I feel like that's when I started my brand WERK. Check us out on Instagram. Also, not even for a plug, I just needed the coffee. So I'm drinking out of my Chingona Fuel mug. If you guys have not gotten yours, there's a link in the description box down below. But regardless, if I wanted to plug, I'm a plug. But honestly, yes, Virgo season was all about just work, 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 and October is going to be another crazy month. Apparently, Saturn is entering Capricorn, which is a very, very hardworking sign. So if you just feel like there's a lot of things going on, kind of like a lot of work, you kind of got to catch up on, which is what I'm feeling like. A lot of things just feel like they're kind of piling on a bit, just a bit. luckily, my high functioning anxiety is kicking in. So for me, what I'm doing, because I'm just like, oh my God, like I see all these things that need to be done. And it's just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So instead of feeling like that, what I am doing is like, okay, what I kind of did this morning was break it down. And let me, before I break it down for you, I'm going to go in with this guy right here, right into the crease. But I was like, okay, what do we need to do? Let's make that checklist. And how realistically does it fit in throughout the week? Like, just kind of like, okay, let's, into little chunks. Let's break it down to little chunks. Let's, take this item on this day. Even if you're just doing 1 or 2 or 3 of the items that you need to get done each day, it doesn't feel as much. It doesn't make me as anxious. It just feels like smaller to-dos per day to kind of chip away at. And so today I did one of those. I went to the post office, dropped off some things, and I was like, ooh, that feels good. Like walking back on some sunshine and stuff. So that's how I'm doing it. So if you're feeling overwhelmed too, it's because of Saturn moving into Capricorn. So for those of you who have your Saturn return in Capricorn, look it up, what Saturn return is. But yeah, craziness. So I believe in the stars. It's just interesting. Like, while you kind of have an idea of what's happening, maybe it's not like it makes you a magician, like you can predict the future, but you can kind of understand a little bit better and like why, responses are a certain way. So I thought that was interesting. Ooh, I miss this palette so much. Milani Pure Passions. They probably have it really cheap at like Walmart. I remember when these palettes first came out, they're like $20. And then I think they're like 15 at Walmart. And then I think sometimes they might even be anywhere from like 13 to 15 probably. I haven't been to Walmart in a while and I've been wanting to go. I've also just felt like, I was just looking at my palettes, I was like, I really need to try a new one. I want to try a new palette so bad. But there isn't any that are like I need to get this one. I feel like in general, a lot of brands aren't dropping new ones. What should we do? I don't know. I'm feeling pinky. I'm going to go with this guy right here. And then we'll add a little bit maybe of the lighter pink. And I'm just going to go in with my finger because I forgot a brush. But the fingers work best with these palettes. What is it? Finally, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm going to buy a palette. I think I want this palette. But then kind of thinking about it, I was like, I don't know. So Colourpop came out with 2 palettes actually, because Colourpop just comes out with like a palette a day. But it was I forgot which one it was, but they were supposed to say inspired by like the Rocky Mountains and stuff. And I really liked the tones. But then thinking about it, I was like, did you say Rocky Mountains or did you mean like Native Americans, indigenous, just kind of think about the names. It's like, I was like, I don't think I want it. I don't think I need it unless y'all are gonna, contribute or donate some sort of percentage per palette, so I was like, And then someone mentioned, like, this is basically the Yes Please palette with like a green tone in there. I was like, you know what, you're right. So I was like, okay, all right, let's wait. And then the next one where I was like, ooh, maybe, even now I'm kind of maybe like, I don't know, is Colourpop came out with the Hocus Pocus palette. Who doesn't love that movie? Every basic bitch here. I fall under that category. But, I mean, come on, Sanderson sisters, like, I love it. But, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I was, like, one of those, like, Disney palette, like, hype. Let me examine, I don't know. It seems fun and cute, so what do you guys think about the Hocus Pocus palette? Do we need it? Do we not? Speaking of Hocus Pocus and Halloween, what are your go-to Halloween movies? So Hocus Pocus, I feel like it's definitely one. And I feel like that's one you can just like catch in any moment. I've got 2 more. The other one that I can get for free though, right now on Hulu, if you have Hulu, is Practical Magic. Anybody? Brujas? Anybody? I love Practical Magic, but come on, Sandra Bullock, hello. If you are a millennial, a little bit older, I think you will know and appreciate Sandra Bullock. She is not the woman from, Bird Box. She is Miss Congeniality. She is Practical Magic. That's Sandra Bullock. She is awesome. So I want to check out Practical Magic. The other one, you as a millennial, is, what do you call it, the Craft Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board. Raise your hand if you did the Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board with your cousins at a sleepover, or with your friends at a sleepover, every sleepover, for who knows how many years. That was totally me. All right, so I think, yeah, because we're going to go burgundy on the lips. We're going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I'm going to wear this makeup, take some photos afterwards, make my dinner while I make my tilapia for Tilapia Tuesday. If you guys caught on my Instagram, we're going to do that, and my roasted potatoes with my lashes on, because that's how I do life these days. So this is my quick glam look. I feel like just as I get older, quick glam in general, just as I get busier, quick glam in general, or just as I have nowhere to go, quick glam in general. But I was like, I'm so excited to put on makeup. Okay, so what I'm going to do as I let this dry down, I think I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick liner and lashes while we let the primer sink in. Okay, so we've got liner, you know, NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and lashes, Ardell Wispies. Now for foundation, I was like, I haven't tried this guy in a while. I kind of want to use this one up. So this is the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation, and I had already bought another one because I love it all season long. So I was expecting the ketchup bottle squeeze, but I need to finish that guy up because I freaking love it so much. For that luminous, hydrating, oh my god, that just feels so good on the skin, finish. Ugh, we're probably still not done with that one, especially since it's like so full coverage. And it just blends so easily. Yeah, dang. Never mind, I'm gonna have to use this one a couple more times in the next couple of videos so I can use it up and just make an empties. I'm gonna have to check which products I've used up, probably, because I've been good. I really have not been buying makeup. It's been, which is why I really want to buy makeup. But I've tried like what, that mascara. I'm trying to think, what was the last makeup item I purchased? I think it was a mascara, maybe. Shoot, yeah. Dang, yeah, that is so good. Ooh, look at that. Also, I feel like I'm breaking out from a mask and stress. Namaste. We're just going to go ahead and use this bad boy since it was right here. So the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer, my other one is put away. So we're going to use this one. So it's like semi-affordable. Use what you want. We're just playing with makeup here. I wonder if Fenty's going to come out with another concealer. I think this one's good for all skin types. Plus, I should probably use this one up. But I just wonder if they're going to come out with, if anything, like an even more hydrating one, or maybe even more matte one specifically. So for those of you who are like, this isn't matte enough. And then, I mean, I can always go more hydrating, but this one works so good. Ugh, and it just blends beautifully on all foundations. Ugh, I just missed the blend of makeup on my face. It feels so good. It feels so soothing. Who else? The little sponge. Oh my gosh. I miss the routine. It's the only part I miss about going out is the makeup part. Having a purpose. Good thing we have a YouTube channel. I mean, either way, it feels nice to put it on every once in a while. To set my under eyes, I'm going in with my Alamar Brighten and Bronze, the Brighten. And let me make sure we can blend a little bit more. I like to just do a couple taps right before, and like that crazy face, you know, so you don't crease. All the things we have to do. And then just pat that in. Same thing over here. Okay. And then I like to go on my brows, just because it like helps whatever like brow pencil I'm doing, just kind of like stay on and not like slip. I'm gonna gonna go ahead and put on my quick brows. And for quick brows, I love me some Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. This is less than $5. You can probably even score it for like $3 or something at Walmart. So I'm just gonna comb through and just quickly do my brows. All right, our brows are on. We are almost there, especially once we have our lashes and liner, just some bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and add my bottom lash line just because I personally need it. So I'm going in with this guy right here that we did right into the crease. I freaking love this color. And I'm just going to do my lower lash line. I'll show you the difference with and without it, but honestly, lower lash line is totally personal preference. Some people aren't used to like having their eye open like this like I am, but I do contacts, so I'm just like, poke my eye, I don't care. But yeah, so with lower lash line, without. Personally, what do you guys prefer? I like with, although sometimes if I forget, I'm just like, yeah, it's the look I was going for, you know. I totally did that on purpose. Even though I am like, oh God, I forgot. Just go with it. Roll with it. And I'm just going with a little pencil brush. What is next? Bronzer. So straight in with bronzer, not even putting powder, trying to stay luminous. Alamar Cosmetics, a Brighten and Bronze, going in with that middle shade Soltera. And their bronzer brush, I freaking love. I'm so glad I picked the brushes. Usually I don't. Usually I'm like, whatever, I'll use my own brushes. But I freaking love their brushes. It's, especially the stippling one, it makes it so easy to apply bronzer. I low-key haven't tried with foundation yet, just because I always use it for bronzer. I was like, do I need another one? Maybe next time I'll just remember to try it with bronzer first. But it's so soft, but like not too soft, because you know you've probably tried those super soft, but then like there's no sturdiness to them, and you know they're just no good type of a brush. But this one's like stiff. It does what it needs to do. It like airbrushes on the bronzer. So if you've been struggling with bronzer, get this palette, get this brush, or this brush set, and you won't regret it. I love it. Also, this bronzer specifically is really great for dry skin because it's got that hyaluronic acid. So it's very, very, whatchamacallit, moisturizing, which is like, what, for a bronzer? Okay. You don't need this much, but I freaking love it. You can even go in. This is the other brush that comes in this set that I use for my under eye. And I just clean up really quickly. Going in with my Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Hustler Baby Highlight. I love this one too. Oh my gosh, are we hitting pan on the highlight? This is the mini one. Oh, what? It's I can't remember last time I hit pan on a highlight. Just because like the ones that I really like, you really don't need that much. And this one, this is like a mini one too. I use this one a lot, obviously. This is definitely one of my favorite like higher end highlights. I think I saw that Alamar Cosmetics. I'm just gonna go in and do here. I could have used one of the ones from the palette, but that's how I like to use my highlight. Alamar Cosmetics, their owner Gabby was talking about highlights because I guess everybody loves that La Costa highlight. Or not highlights, actually an eyeshadow that she's been using as a highlight. So she was like, this formula, what do you guys think? It needs more. I was like, I'm not blinded enough, but you know. So she was like, in agreement. A lot of people was like, blind me, girl. So I'm going to go in. I'm just airbrushing everything together. Hopefully they come out with highlights. I'll be super excited. I would love for them to come out with cream bronzers for like next summer. I think that would be awesome since I've really been feeling those cream bronzers. Still have not gotten that Fenty Beauty one. I don't know. Damn. Okay. Lipstick. I know which one I want to use. Let's just go with it. Well, I could not find my go-to vampy lip. I'm freaking out. I might have to go look for it. But my go-to, one of my favorites, because you know we got plenty to go around, is Anastasia Beverly Hills Veronica liquid lipstick. Love it. Trust Issues is also a good one, but I don't want to go that deep. but not being able to find it, it made me shift to a more affordable option, which I also love. I just wish I could find it in a bit more of a matte formula, but this still works. So we're gonna go ahead and use my Colourpop Luxe Lipstick in the shade 27. So this one is kind of like burgundy brown vibes, and I'm here for it. I love it. So first, let's align our lips with Colourpop BFF3 lip liner. I feel like this tone kind of goes with my like crease color really well. Also, earrings. We got our white conchas back. I told you guys I accidentally lost them somehow. I forgot how. But these are also from one of my favorite earring brands, Angmer, Hecho con Cariño. I'll link her info down below. But they sell these if you're in Chicago in the Mestiza shop on 18th Street. I got my little conchas back. These are my favorite. So I had to put these on for the fall vibes, but this is the look. Super simple and easy to kind of get with like those pink. I honestly use like what, 3 colors on my eyes plus the highlights. And we got this. You can go a little bit deeper with it. Maybe do a darker type of a lid. Maybe do something matte, but I'm so glad I couldn't find my other lipstick. I love this one. If you guys have not tried the Colourpop Luxe lipstick formulas, totally check them out. I hope they probably do. They've expanded since they first launched, and I hope they come out with some more matte shades. This would be great in a matte. I just love my deep, bold shades in a matte formula, just so I don't smudge all over the place, but this one still works. I love, love, love this shade. It's got browns, it's got burgundies, it's kind of got like almost like dusty pinks in there as well. So all the colors that I love in a collection. Comment down below what your favorite go-to, or you can say top 3 lipsticks are for the fall. Vampy lip, you know, vampy lip isn't just for the fall, all season long. But I was thinking about it, I was like, and I'm never gonna choose, but if I had to choose, it's like, or if you had to choose, would you prefer a deep vampy lip or bold vampy lip, or a bold bright lip? I can't decide. But luckily, seasons kind of make that a little bit easier. I still rock a bold bright lip in the fall time and vice versa with the summertime. But options, options, options. Just, you know, some words from a lipstick addict. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with some more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.